We're going to take the study of the cycle of ease and place it into a more practical context. In other words, how it will apply in due course to moving, preparing to move, and inquiring sensitively into the nature of ease and what happens to it as a result of our thoughts and movements. This can be broken down into increments, and the foundation for all of these studies and variations is the cycle of ease itself. 40 times, where else do I seem a little bit easy? And it's the engagement with and involvement with those thoughts and the sort of sensitive awareness of areas that may not be calling attention to themselves that helps to prepare the ground, if you like, for a deft and agile approach to thinking. Having taken time to run through the cycle of ease, tilling the soil, we're now going to take a series of movements and look at them in varying ways. As a starting point, counting again, the movements are incredibly simple. 1, 2, 3. And I'll just repeat that. 1, 2, 3. There's nothing special about this movement. There's really no right way or wrong way to do it. We're using a movement of the hands and arms simply because we are continually using the hands and arms to do things. The first variation is to use our counting to visualize the movement as though it were happening, but to decline the impulse to move. 1, 2, 3. And I'll repeat that. 1, 2, 3. And it can be very interesting and informative just to notice if there's a frisson of anticipated activity anywhere in the muscles of the arms that are about to perform or not perform the movement, or even, as in my case, that kind of slight exasperation that gives me butterflies. The next up is to insert the word pause before the movement. It'll look like this. 1, pause. 2, pause. 3, pause. And I'll repeat that. 1, pause. 2. Pause. 3. Pause. And the pause is spoken. The next stage is to count. You can either say the word pause or silently verbalize it to yourself, but not move. 1. Pause. 2. 3. And I'll repeat that. 1. 2. 3. And then finally, and this is a very subtle and focused variation, we're going to make a sandwich between those questions, where else do I seem a bit easy, with the movement, each movement placed in between. We can replace that phrase, where else do I seem a bit easy, with a 0. But for the sake of this particular variation, I'm going to keep the whole phrase, because after the initial where else do I seem a bit easy, the movement will take place as I get to the word do. So I'm going to count. I'm going to ask the question just before I move. I'm going to ask the question at the end or the completion of the movement, and then repeat with each section of those 3 movements. 1. Where else do I seem a bit easy? Where else do I seem a bit easy? 2. Where else do I seem a bit easy? Where else do I seem a bit easy? 3. Where else do I seem a bit easy? Where else do I seem a bit easy? And I'm going to pause here just to say that while I'm asking those questions, it's very easy for me to say the words, but not to apply my sensitivity to where else I seem a bit easy, but to lose track of it because my focus, my priority is given to the movement, because that's what I'm used to doing. That's what's familiar. I'm going to move. The movement or the task takes priority over my sensitive curiosity about what is happening to ease. And in due course, as we become more deft and agile with applying our curiosity to ease, so the ease takes the foreground and the task sits in the background, and curiously enough, that's where the task is most likely to flow easily and beautifully without our interference. So in a way, what this system of inquiry is doing, it is helping to extract layers of interference to ease. So I'll repeat that. 1. Where else do I seem a bit easy? Where else do I seem a bit easy? 2. Where else do I seem a bit easy? Where else do I seem a bit easy? 3. Where else do I seem a bit easy? Where else do I seem a bit easy? Second time round, I paid more attention rather than paying just lip service. That suddenly has become something I understand more. Paying lip service, saying the words without applying my attention. So those are some variations on the cycle of ease as devised by Miro Morales in his work, which is entitled Primal Alexander. My suggestion is that you go through your cycle of ease, 2 hands worth, before you start with the variations, and that you take it a step at a time. Make sure that you're really easy with the 3 movements, with the pause, with taking a moment to notice what happens when you don't move, and then incrementally building towards being able to ask yourself, where else do you sense, where else do you feel? Apologies, start again. Where else do I feel a little bit easy? At the end of the movement, again, where else do I seem a little bit easy? And good luck.